Hi guys, it's Krystal. I'm finally getting around to answering your question, Kelly. Um, so here are my answers for the top four, I'm making it five and cheating, people, authors living or dead that I would like to be friends with or get to know. Okay, no particular order. So number one has to be J.D. Salinger. He is author of some of my favorite books of all time, The Catcher in the Rye, 9 Stories. And he is someone that was always on my list of people I needed to meet before they die, before I die, whatever. And then he went and died last year. How rude. Before I got to meet him. But I was really actually pretty bummed when I heard about that. And he was, a big recluse. I know a lot of things happened to him after the success of The Catcher in the Rye. And I kind of wanted to know, why he just decided to live like that. And how someone wrote, such an amazing book. I mean, to me it was so important when I was growing up. And it's still completely relevant, 60 years later. So I want to know how someone could write something. I remember first time reading it, there was one sentence that started off like I was almost laughing at it. At the end of the sentence, I wanted to cry. I mean, it was so amazing that someone could, turn emotions like that, on a dime. And I would love to have picked his brain and, been friends with him, but maybe in another life, okay? Number two, yes, Stephanie and Kelly, you're right. I would love to meet Christopher Pike because he had such a huge impact on me growing up. And I still love his books. I mean, okay, I'm going to show you a copy of book 3 in the Final Friends trilogy, The Graduation. This is my first original copy. Can you see this? Can you see the covers? It's really bad. I have another copy that is untouched. This is my well-loved, well-read copy. And they're being re-released, actually, the 3 books in one volume by Simon & Schuster in August, I believe. So I won't have to read the tattered ones anymore. But Christopher Pike is someone who, like I said, had a huge impact on me. I went from like R.L. Stine books, in elementary school, to his Fear Street books, to Christopher Pike, and I still love him to this day. I mean, he writes some adult books, but he's another one who's kind of, not readily available. You don't know much about him. There's only like one known picture of him, and it's really old. So I'd like to know more about him, why he's so mysterious. Maybe I want to meet these people because they are so mysterious. I don't know, but it's because of their work as well. Number 3, I'm going to cheat and name 2 people as one person, even though they have really nothing in common except for their genre. I'm picking Stephanie Meyer and J.K. Rowling. Yes, I'm cheating because both of those series I love. I mean, obviously I work on a Twilight site, so I love that series. And J.K. Rowling, hello. I mean, I love Harry Potter, so I would love to go, to Edinburgh and go to a pub and kick back a pint with J.K. Right? And meet Stephanie someday. Wherever. Doesn't matter. We can be BFFs. So, yeah. Those are pretty obvious. Okay. I'm counting that as 3. Number 4. Kelly, I was giving this one a lot of thought because it was hard to narrow them down. I could have done maybe 4 living and 4 dead, but, and Stephanie didn't want to meet Jane Austen. I mean, I'd like to meet her, and she seems like the obvious choice, so I'm going to go with someone a little different and say Edgar Allan Poe, because his stories are timeless. 160, 70 years later, they're still completely relevant. They're still, suspenseful and scary, and people are still, doing spin-offs. I mean, there's, I think, a new TV show, detective show coming out this fall based on him, and then that new Francis Ford Coppola movie, Twixt. I mean, people are still using, his body of work, and it's still intriguing. It's still crazy good. And so much is, you know, unknown about his life. I mean, even how he died. I mean, he was only, what, like 40 when he died? And there's been so many different, you know, causes of death listed, like alcoholism, you know, epilepsy, rabies. I mean, nobody really knows how he died, and he died in somebody else's clothes, which I think is, you know, totally fitting for him. So I think it would be really cool, I mean, to meet him, go hang out at like a Halloween party with him. That's random and weird. This was a really hard one for me, these 4. Because there's so many people that I would love to meet, authors. So many contemporaries that I would love to meet in the YA genre alone. But I think those are more tangible. A lot of those people I could go to a signing, you know, while they're still, you know, not huge like Stephanie or JK. So, and I could have picked like Jan Martel. I really love, you know, Beatrice and Virgil and The Life of Pi. But those are my 4/5. I cheated. So, hope you like them.